I just going back to the role of a job coach. Sometimes people don't understand everything that the job coach has to do and how involved they are. They see you coming and going, think that's a pie job. So if we were in session face to face, could you just give me a quick rundown of what your day might look like on any given day, how your schedule looks from the time you clock in the morning and well sign in however when you report to work in the morning until the close of the day. And then in addition to that, if you were to share with someone who was interested in becoming a job coach, three key traits that you would say were vital for them to have.
Okay. So we'll start with my day. So when I first get to the school, first period, usually we have a coffee shop. So I'm in helping out, doing whatever I need to do. Second period, second and third period is the time that I usually take the students out to work. So even before, like when school first took in and back in August, I always talk to the students, let them know what's expected, the do's and don'ts. We even do interviews and all that even before going on any job site. So that first day that they report to the bus for work, they know where to come out to. They load the bus. Um, they already know what days that they work. And so each day, I usually average about 8 to 10 kids taken out on every day. So when they load the bus, I start dropping off my kids that's closest to the school. And then I keep going out until the last student is dropped off. Once I drop off my last student, I'm backtracking, okay? Because I know that Sally needs attention at Food Lion because she's just starting to train on how to decorate cakes. So that day I'm at Food Lion. I'm in the area observing. I try not to get involved unless I really have to because the supervisors on the site, they have rules and laws that they have to go by, and only certain people can go back in certain areas. So a lot of times I'm standing back and I'm observing that student while they're on that job. If I need to jump in and say, look, this is not right, I'm gonna jump in and try to help the best that I can. But for the most part, that supervisor that's on that job site is giving them instructions on what and how to do things. Okay. And once I see that they've got a grip, Sally got her grip at Food Lion. Okay, I'm gonna move on and I might go to another job site and observe and see how that student is doing. So this is on a daily basis that I'm checking on my kids. I'm taking my rounds and then I might stay to that last job site until it's time to go. They're averaging about 2 to 2.5 hours on each job site. And then I have to go back wherever I'm parked. I pick up that student and then we gonna start making our rounds until we get back to the school, and then they go in for lunch and prepare for their fourth period.
Okay. So pretty full day. So people don't need to have that misconception about you just coming in and going out because you also have to learn the job that the student is doing, even though you can't go in the air, all of the areas. When they come back to the school, that training can continue with you addressing maybe things that the supervisor said that the student struggled with that particular day. Then you can enhance that back at the school. Is that correct?
That is correct. And a lot of times, what I have to do is leave one of those students on the bus. That's like you was just saying. If I had a problem that, say that site supervisor at Food Lion reported to me that they had an issue with a child, then I got to hold that child back and we got to do some corrective criticism.
Mhm.
And we're going to work on that. I'll let them know, okay, I'm coming inside the school. In the morning, we're going to have to talk about some things and fix some things so you'll know what to expect. So it's, You know, it can be challenging when you got issues on the job. You still have to work with that student. So when they go back out, you know, it's fixed and you won't have nobody keep calling you, reporting that, you know, you had a issue, they had an issue with one of your students, because that doesn't look good. Actually, what it does in the long run is ruin that job placement. You know, if you got a kid that's constantly got behavior issues, it can mess up one of your placements for that job. And we
Okay,
definitely don't want that to happen.
okay. So the three, I'm gonna toss out three traits and you tell me how important they are for a job coach to have. Time management.
Oh, that's very important.
Um, in addition to time management, taking initiative.
Taking initiative is also highly important, because when you have a student that takes the initiative to do things, it makes everybody's job easier, because you're not taking that supervisor away from their job or that coworker to explain to you that you need to get started on your work.
Okay, and record keeping.
Record keeping, all I can say, documentation is a key factor, because if you don't document, how are you gonna keep up with the progress? You know, how are you gonna keep up with that student's hours, or how are you gonna keep up with the pros and cons, or the things that they need to improve on if you don't document? So all of these things are very highly important to these kids, to be able to function the way that they supposed to.
All right, Ms. Hardy, I appreciate you taking the time to share your knowledge about the life of a job coach. And like I said, this is segment number one. We probably will continue these types of interviews because I think it's just very good for people to understand the variety of roles that one position may entail. That you're not someone who just comes to the school, pick up kids, take them to a job, and bring them back. That all of what you just shared with us, your job entails much more. And thanks for sharing those vital key things that a job coach would need to possess so that they understand that um, I want to do what Miss Hardy does because she don't have to do a lot. Now they see the full picture. So I thank you for sharing
You're welcome.
and have a fabulous day.
All right, thank you. You too.